And welcome to the next episode of Art of the Roll. Yay!
Art of the Roll!
We're doing it live! Oh, wait. So, that fell flat. Some quick announcements to get through. As always, tabletop RPG music at Patreon. It's where all of our music comes from. I think I even got a thing for them now. There we go. Check them out. They came out with a new song today. Pretty awesome they're all on Spotify as well, which I use. As always, check out our linktree. Join us on Discord. There's stuff going on there. Summaries, YouTube videos on there. Get to see my wonderful thumbnails I'm so proud of because they're so bad. And then, let's see. Also, don't forget, if you are Amazon Prime user, you get Prime Gaming on Twitch, and that will allow you to subscribe for free to one channel of your choice. If you don't use it, Amazon keeps the money. So use it for someone, if not us. Lastly, I did want to mention, I think it was last time on our recap, which we have on Mondays, there was someone, their name's losing me, Geeky Girl 07. Thank you for rating us. I think we missed that while we were on that recap. They actually rated us for a bit, so
Hey,
I appreciate
awesome.
that.
That's so
Check them
cool.
out,
Wow.
Geeky Girl 07. Thank you for that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
And the only other thing to talk about, really, is, of course, if you're worried about diabetes and you like ramen, check out ME Ramen. Unfortunately, they don't ship to Canada, but we do. We'll send some to some of our actors here, and I'm sure they'll have some pictures and Instagrams of it and whatever. But it's a great alternative if you can't eat carbs.
Eat it naked.
Yes, go to Mike's OnlyFans, and you can watch him eat ramen, possibly cook it naked. That's a
That's a
benefit.
great idea. I need an
We
OnlyFans.
have to?
That's
Well, I'm
Not
not
quite
one of the
what-
fans,
yes.
so if it's only for fans, then yeah, go.
Wow.
I mean,
Hurtful.
Well, I'm not a paid fan. I'm not a paid fan of your OnlyFans. I'm a fan, but I'm not,
Are you
Yeah.
hurt about the
OnlyFans.
fictional OnlyFan page you don't own?
Yeah, that's what we're
Anything
talking
you
about.
want,
We
Mark,
don't
is
pay
for free.
it,
oh my.
What's up,
Just use Art of the
bitch?
Roll as your coupon code, and you'll get $5 off your first order. So we appreciate them for that and working with us.
Hurrah.
Please.
Powies. Other than that, I think we are ready to get started for our next episode. I'm gonna roll the intro. Somewhere. There it is. And intro time, let's go, says Cleage. We appreciate you. Someone mentioned that I have my hair tie-in. Thank you for reminding me. There's now no longer a man bun, if that was offending anybody. I know some people are offended by that.
I think it kind of
Hmm,
suits
yeah.
you. You kind of...
It's
Yeah,
it's
you
a
actually
bit
you actually rock,
piratey.
rock the man bun and make it look manly, whereas other people it's effeminate. But I think if anyone can pull off the man bun, it's Greg.
It's the
Well,
good posture.
It's like you and soccer players. But why?
Mm.
Wait, why is a man bun offensive? I missed it. I missed that.
I don't know. Some people just hate
I am
man buns.
highly offended.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, but Enigma
Yeah.
Do you
Rena,
think-
give us your
offended.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rena, give
I-
us your thoughts on his man bun. Don't encourage
Don't
him.
encourage
Ooh,
him,
ouch.
rat hide.
Hey,
Oh boy.
that's a slur. That's an That's a ratist slur. I do not appreciate this ratism.
I'll go ahead and pull this up because it's about me. So thank you for that.
I mean,
Um,
we're all offended.
Yeah, Greg
by
is
that.
all you guys.
Damn it, Greg.
yeah.
Ism.
I just want to point out it was about me. Okay, so last time we left off.
Oh dear.
Greyhide found out that he had become a wererat, and Fitz comes up with a plan to some blackmail scheme to blackmail Jarlaxle, which we found out later. After a long debate, the party decides to meet up with Rainier and heads to deal with Jarlaxle. The party finds Jarlaxle to be a bit of a top-level douchebag, and whether bluffing or boasting, tells the party he would either kill them or have them go kill the Red Wizard for him, and he was going to leave it to chance, roll a dice, and see which one he does. Greyhide, who didn't want to leave things to chance, decided to attack immediately. The party quickly realized they were outmatched. Greyhide decided to try to become a rat to escape, and shrunk out of his armor, clothes, and the weapon fell on the ground. This made Jarlaxle, among other things, you should see the episode with things that Fitz, Enigma, and Alpha all played a part in that as well. And this made Jarlaxle laugh hysterically, but outwardly threatened the party that if they don't kill the Red Wizard, he'll kill them in 1 week's time, no matter where they are. How much Jarlaxle was affected by Fitz's blackmail, which was he threatened to send out a whole bunch of letters telling him that he has the Stone of Galore, that Jarlaxle has the Stone of Galore. How much he was affected by Fitz's blackmail, or how much he cares about the Red Wizard, and how much power he really has, for which he was boasting about, is a bit unknown. But he definitely said a lot.
Terrifying.
However, before the party could really do much more, one of the Jarlaxle's captains, a high-level mage, teleported the party back to shore, but still over the water a bit, so that they could wash away their shame. And I believe that is where we left off, as you're coming out of the water onto the shore of the docks.
Does everybody have everything? Nobody's missing any limbs or anything?
I would.
Right?
I think we should head in for tonight and regroup. What do you say, guys?
I think.
You know, I just want to say that Alpha, maybe you're right, and maybe I was a little taking it personally, and maybe I messed everything up again, and I'm really sorry for bringing us all into a highly uncertain, dangerous situation. So.
And
sorry.
I too would like to say that perhaps my entire philosophy of headlong into danger is a little ill-advised, and maybe I need to rethink who Greyhide really is. Because danger isn't as exciting and fun as I thought it was.
Was there a mood swing? Is he okay?
But Greyhide, you deliberately changed yourself into a rat to make him laugh. You saved us. It was brilliant. That was on purpose, right?
Can
You
we
did do
actually
that
talk about the
deliberately
rat?
to save us, didn't you?
Can we talk about the rat?
Oh, he said
for one moment.
No, he said it was just a one-time spell that he could never do again, right, Grey? You said it was just a one
yes,
spell.
it was a one-time thing. Of course. Like, it's not like I'm a rat man of any sort of person.
Right.
That would take some kind of curse or...
While you all are talking, you hear in your mind Greyhide. Greyhide, I have let you down. I could have helped you more, but I have been holding back. You would have struck if it were not for me. Because of me, you were bewitched and turned into a filthy rat. I won't hold it back any longer. As long as you stay on the straight and cleansed path of the paladin, I will give you my full power. I will burn the wrath of the righteousness. And you see, everybody sees Greyhide's axe flare up with blue flame. I will fly with vengeance and return to you. You will find these unlawful heathens and banish the worst of them. And suddenly, Greyhide, you can feel Enigma, Fitz, as kind of blips, weirdly. And you can just sense that people who abjectly don't really care about law, more so Enigma. And he says, nothing will stop us now from smiting our target and banishing the rat-turning witches out of the filth and uncivilized.
Thank you.
And then
I have no idea of any of this.
Companion.
No one heard this. All you saw was his axe flare up, and then after a bit, the flames go away. Blue flames.
I just turn to my friends and say, I'm glad we're all okay. And tomorrow is another day.
Well,
And justice will
thing.
prevail.
Did the axe...
what?
It's always doing weird shit.
Yeah, that. Why did it light on fire? Is it talking again? That's the one that talks, isn't it? Are you talking to your axe again, Greyhide?
Of course. Didn't you guys hear it? Was I the only one who heard that? It was really cool what he said. It made me feel really warm.
I heard you were giving away
Right?
The AKA the other guy, he's on Super Geeked Up. Check him out. There's Super Geeked Up channel on YouTube, and I always make fun of him because I think all his accents sound like Sean Connery. So he's trying to get back at me. But I accept it. That was a great Sean Connery accent.
That was fantastic. Sandwiches? Sorry, Greyhide, what did you say about sandwiches? Are we giving sandwiches? Do you have a sandwich?
in 3 minutes.
Said nothing of the kind. I said that. Didn't you all hear the amazing thing that the axe said? I thought I heard it. It was really cool. But
No.
basically, Azure Edge was saying that it's going to trust me more and strengthen me more, and some things were said in private, and I want to spare the modesty of Azure Edge, but he's going to be firmly at my side going forward, and I think tomorrow could be a brighter day. But I think maybe sandwiches are a good idea. I could go for sandwiches.
We could go see Angelo.
He makes good sandwiches, but
Yes.
maybe I should make him.
Well,
a sandwich.
I hope that you're right. I hope that tomorrow is a better day, because now we all have to kill a red wizard with no idea how, or how to get to him, or how to get near him, or where to find him. And if we're not, John will kill all of us in our sleep, because he
I might
falls
have an
asleep
idea.
Yes? Oh, good.
But
Yes.
let's go home. Let's just get out of this water. I like
Mark,
walk just for.
Mark, go ahead and add Azure Edge to your inventory in D&D Beyond.
My feet are a
it's
little
not
wet.
there?
Nope.
I will
Right now,
also-
it was just acting as a +1 battle axe.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
We can do it later.
I'll
if
let
you have
me see.
nature.
Oh, okay, because it's +1 battle axe, but now it's full-fledged. Okay.
I mean, hey, your rat thing really won over your axe, eh? Like, that's pretty impressive. Nothing wins over an axe of righteousness like a rat.
Well, I think he was impressed with my clever use of that one-time only spell that I had been saving for a special occasion. I think he thought it was such an opportune and clever moment to do it.
You know, Greyhide, the one-time clever spell, it didn't have anything to do with us halflings that turned to rat men right in front of us. It's not related to those rat men?
Also, the axe says, I thought you said you were bewitched during the battle.
Oh, yes,
Wait, Greyhide, are you
Yes?
okay?
Stammer,
Stammer.
can we talk
Stammer.
about this later, Azure Edge? But yes, it was something along those lines, absolutely.
Okay.
Shall we go?
Well,
I'm
great.
wet. This is. I need to check on my phone.
Right. Your father. That's...
Oh, that was...
Tenchi.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Tenchi, for subscribing. Oh, no, that was Jessica giving out her free sub that she said she would at this time and at her Facebook post. Check out Jessica, the person who's over to my left. You're right. On Facebook and Instagram, but she gave a free sub and Tenchi got it. The guy who DM'd this for me originally.
Guys, I am so pale.
Tenchi. Welcome, Tenchi.
How
Oh,
ironic.
Alpha, I thought that was just your changeling thing. I thought that was voting.
Yes. Me
Yeah,
too.
let's-
And
let's-
then it's also a little bit real and sad.
Before we go home, I have to go and pick up something that I left with someone. to...
No, we're not doing that.
What do you mean we're not doing that?
Just leave them there.
No, because if I don't go, she's going to send them out.
Which
And then
is a
Jarlaxle
good...
is going to kill all of us in our sleep. No,
No,
he's going to
no.
kill us in our
No, he will
He
not,
knows
because
that
now
we've-
he'll have the entire town after him, which is a good thing.
Alpha,
I
he runs a country. Were you listening? He runs a country. He has 3 ships full of mages that can teleport us into the middle of the bloody ocean. He watches us sleep every night. And you want to
How
annoy
did
this
your
man?
last plan go, genius?
Yes, well, this is me not doing my last plan, because my last plan almost got us
The
killed.
only thing good about your last plan was that. And now it is our only leverage, because if everybody's after him, he's going to be a little bit busy, isn't he?
Yes, but not so busy that Felric, who I think would do it, can't just pop a bullet in each of us while we sleep. I do not think this is a wise choice. Look, why don't we compromise on this? Why don't we just go to Abaya, in secret, in disguise? I will disguise myself, nobody will notice me, and say, hey, if you hear that we're dead, send the letters. What do you think of that? Because if we do, if she does send the letters...
then we're dead.
Right, but if she does send the letters, then we will die.
Yes.
No, we won't.
I think we
Sincerely.
will. You really think Jarlaxle is just going to say, oh, those kids that I was going to murder 5 minutes ago thoroughly inconvenienced my life, let's just let them go.
So you want to just do this on your own?
What? I mean, I'm just going to walk in disguise and say, hey,
No,
please
no,
don't
no,
send
no.
them
I said
until
you want to
hear
just go up against a red wizard and Jarlaxle all on your own. No backup.
Well, I didn't say that. I mean,
Well, that's what it's going to be. Because the only ally
We have a
we
couple of days to do this, by the way, do we not? So let's spend tomorrow exploring our options and see who we can, instead of worrying about, instead of like fretting over the danger of it now, let's think of tomorrow as a great opportunity, because I don't want to go in unprepared either. So let's marshal all of our resources, talk to our favorite friends, and maybe spend some gold and buy some wizard's bane or other wizard murdering materials. And there's no need to, we're not making any rash decisions when we have a good day tomorrow to explore ideas. So let's be open to ideas, and let's go in with as much strength and resources as possible.
Do you know, Greyhide is right. I already almost got all of you killed once by Jarlaxle. I'm not going to let all of you get killed again. I've already had my last best friend die in my arms, and it's not going to be you guys. You guys are not dying in my arms today. I'll just go tell her to send them a different day. Okay? We'll
Thanks
just
for
put it off.
following,
Thank you.
Postpone.
dog.
Greyhide has to do
Thank you.
something. What's going on?
Headlong into danger. Talk about Angelo and internal monologue at some point. People got
It's a good
spindy.
thing
Well,
that I really,
That
really
internal
want to
monologue.
go home to Angelo right now.
I think so. So I say headlong into sober and reflective counseling and decision making before we go into danger.
Okay.
Are you sure you're all right, Greyhide?
You see a sailor go by and say, well, that was weird. And keep going.
Mind your own
Yes.
business, you filthy sea vagrant.
Are all
the salt,
sailors
the salt
thief
washes the
agents?
pores.
That's probably true.
Anyway, let's the more time we
I
spend
trans-
bickering here, let's get a nice pot of Angelo's stew and some sandwiches into us, and then we'll be in a better mood to
Angelo.
discuss murdering the wizard, which we will do.
All right.
Fitz Joffrey.
Yes,
I,
you are insane.
You
I
get to
storm
seduce the
away
next.
I storm away from the party, and I go to hide in an alleyway, change my appearance, and then go to Abaya. See you guys.
Okay.
See you guys at the manor.
Well,
Bye,
we'll all
bitch.
catch a coach, I guess. We'll split a coach.
You know, I'm not having a great day. You don't have to do that, Enigma. We don't have to.
Bye, loser.
That's
Those
not
were free.
bad.
Alright,
You
you're
even
just
have to get a
super
channel
mad at
point.
Fitz right now. For once, I agree with Enigma.
Ouch.
Wow,
Well,
that's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
said
He's gone through
sorry.
a tough time, and
Yeah.
we've all gone through a tough time. I'm basically terrified of danger now, which makes me a terrible paladin. And Fitz Joffrey, he's also afraid of losing you as well. So even though I disagree with him on this, I understand.
Why don't you guys just make out already? Shut
I
up.
know.
Well,
Okay.
I tried.
Call
I
a
don't think
coach.
he was into it. I think that's how it went down. I don't recall. There was something like that. One of us hit on the other, and I forget. It was awkward. So I'm done with that. But
Jessica's giving a lot of free stuff today. And saltine is just one of the ones she likes to give for free.
That's true.
So at this point, I'm away from you guys. I'm in the alleyway.
Yep. And what are you shifting into?
This time I shift into just a squat human. Just a sort of squat, depressed-looking, droopy human. Literally as
Okay.
unattractive as possible.
Alrighty.
I'm just not feeling my best.
Alrighty. You come out looking like an extremely mopey human with a beer belly.
And I sort of wander into Abaya's shop.
Okay.
Will follow me for now.
Yep. And Obai, you go into the temple, and you see her there. You see her there, and she's actually like looking in this bag which you gave her, and kind of looking at the different letters and like taking note of them, reading not reading the letters, but reading like where they're going to and stuff, trying to understand it. But she's doing
Abaya.
that in the back.
Hello. Woof, just in time. Abaya, hello. It's me. It's Fitz. Hey.
She seems
I'm not-
confused until you say Fitz, and she says, "Oh yes, you gave me these letters. What would you like me to do with them?"
Nothing. I'm so glad you asked. I would like you to do nothing with those letters for now. But I might come back in and, change my mind later. But, we're just sort of figuring it out. It's a really transitional period for us. But please don't do anything with them for now. And unless you hear I'm dead. If you hear that I'm dead, then you can definitely send them. Death is consent. I don't know if I stand by that statement, but in this particular case...
She walks up to you with the wraps around, if you remember, the wraps around her arm with the simple caul, white caul, and her dark brownish skin, possibly from the south, and says, "Why don't you stay for a while? We could talk for a bit."
uh-oh.
Oh man, Abaya, that's really nice of you. I was told by the chat that I have to seduce the next NPC, so yes,
Fitz goes on the weirdest dates.
Abaya,
Joffrey.
I would love nothing more than to speak with you, hang out, stay here, make out. What? No. Hi. Yes. What are you up to? Do you drink? Do you want to drink? Should we drink? What are you?
She doesn't drink, and she takes you to the back of the place. There's like a small room in the back across the little water lake that goes through the back of it. A little waterway, not a lake. And this seems to be her personal quarters. You're thinking the things that Fitz might think when going into a place like this, but she keeps you at arm's length, and I don't know how, you can tell me how long Fitz will put up with it, but she's going to explain to you in detail on why suffering is an admirable trait, and why it's important to help those who suffer, and she can see suffering in you, and she wants to help you and help you, bring you to the light and get rid of your drinking and your debauchery and make your soul pure again. She's giving you a lecture.
Right. And at a certain point, I lean in and I say, well, you know, Abaya,
Drink that seduce juice.
I need to turn that down.
I'm definitely suffering right now. But there is one thing that could definitely help me. Do you know, some people believe that suffering should be balanced with pleasure. And I gently stroke whatever part is nearest to me, her elbow or something, and I roll to seduce.
Go for it. Oh, you already did.
Come on, let's crit.
Now, that being said, I also then flask and take a drink. So I don't know, because that's what also said. So I don't know if that helps.
That gives you advantage, you know.
With her, it'd probably be disadvantage.
Being drunk makes everyone more charming.
Oh no. Insult for Enigma, but oh, well. She doesn't actually even catch on to it, and she kind of takes your hand and squeezes it and says, "Yes, Fitz, this is something you can do. You can become a better person. I am so glad for you that you want to take this step with me. Come to me every third day of the week, and we will talk more in the evening."
Thank you, Abaya. Well, you know, adventuring is a busy schedule, but I do love our talks, so I will see what I can do. And I'll see you in 3 days. And I put my pants back on, and I wave myself gently out the door.
Nobody knows about us. I love you so much. Oh, yes,
wow.
I do. Oh, you're on TV.
Oh, look.
Yes, you are.
He's so
Tom
cute.
Gabriel.
All right. So you leave her with the letters and with a commitment to see her again, to learn the ways of the dying man. I have to remember her god's name. I'll look it up later. And the rest of you head back to the manor. Or go ahead.
As I leave, I say to myself, I don't know if she thinks the same thing I think. I don't know if we're on the same page with this one. And then I head to the manor to see everybody else.
Yep. Cool. So everybody else, you make it to the manor unless you're going to do something else.
Oh my god, sorry, I thought I was muted when I did that cackle.
Someone probably did a fart joke. It's fine.
Fantastic cackle.
No, Tom walked on Mark's keyboard and just put like a bunch of numbers.
Oh.
I'm cracking up. Sorry about that.
Okay, so the rest of you make it back to Troll Skull. Are you planning to do anything else with the night?
Tom's right over there if anyone's wondering. He's still watching. This evening, I'm going to order from Angelo, see if I'll look around to see if Angelo's is in the kitchen.
He'll be there.
Yes, I'm here. You guys look famished and you look a little bit damp, like you've been in the ocean. Would you like something to eat? Yes, Angelo. I would like a hearty beef stew, and whatever sandwich you could make would be wonderful. Yes, okay.
Angelo.
Whatever. Anyone else?
You're the only snack I need.
Okay, I'll make you something special, my little croissant. Enigma, you want anything? French fries?
I I honestly, I don't want anything because at this point, I'm going to insult him and say, the dinner he made last night, quite frankly, sucked. Just kidding. No. I'm just joking. I take back.
I cannot work under these conditions. Oh, my artwork. This is my life.
Oh no, what happened?
I was
I
totally
know, I'm just joking. Nah, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm not a big wuss. I can handle a little bit of criticism. I'm a professional.
I was just messing with you. I'm having a bad day.
My screen froze.
Well, Enigma said my cooking was the garbage, but I think she's kidding. So I won't spit in your cannoli this
Did
evening.
she?
So anyway, I'm going to make a big feast for everybody. Okay, I'll be right back. Even you, Enigma.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Cheesy doors.
I mean, he took that relatively well, I suppose.
I thought he was going to have like a complete mental breakdown for a second when the insult. I'd never seen him react like that, but I think he was just joking.
He was affected by the encounter too.
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably beginning of evening at this point. Not too late.
I go up to see my dad.
Okay. Your father seems to have left and come back, and you see him with some amount of supplies that looks like his traveling supplies. He seems to have gotten himself a backpack, a basic short sword of some sort. You're not sure if he even knows how to use it, a bow, and some other camping supplies and stuff. He sees you come in and he says, Fig, you're back. And what does Fig look like right now?
She looks like Alpha.
Oh, you are back in that other persona I see you've created for yourself.
I shift.
Yeah, that's just better. Have you talked to your friends about finding our mother?
Actually, our current predicament might coincide with those needs.
What current predicament?
Well, I explained to him what happened.
Oh, you see his face go on a roller coaster.
Right. Yeah. I just kind of like tell him, and like basically, long story short, our paths with our red wizard must cross again, and it will most likely lead us to answers to my mother. So we could.
You're going to face the red wizard.
I don't know, but I could help you find Mom, and I think it might give me some answers.
Before, or what does? If you only have a week, it's going to take us a day on its own to get to the Ardent Woods.
I don't heed a madman's word.
Alpha/Fig.
Talk about Angelo.
I'll have to, of course, talk this over with Angelo. He's very important to me, you see. But I would be able to come with you.
Surely someone you like wouldn't prevent you from finding your own mother.
No.
Seems a bit harsh.
I don't mean his permission. I just, I'd have to. It'll be a long journey, so I have to.
Yes. Well, I still think we get the family back again, but this red wizard has to be dealt with. I can go with you when you face the red wizard.
Have you?
That's great. We got another party member.
I think you need to maybe train a little bit. I saw you bought some supplies.
Mood swing.
Would you know how to? Do you know how to use any?
Well, I know how to shoot I know how to shoot a bow. Talk about Angela again. And also, hey Paul, you subscribed. Thank you. Resubscribe, rather.
Thank you.
And thank you,
Cleage
Cleage.
gifted it. Cleage gifted it.
Oh, thank you, Cleage, for gifting it.
Please.
You are awesome, Cleage.
Okay, Greyhide, this is your beef stew, just like you asked, okay?
Angelo.
Hey,
did you have any stew for my father?
I asked for extra spicy in this beef stew. This is mild at best. What's the matter with you? This is ridiculous. You call this a beef stew? This is... Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you, Angelo. We almost all died today, and it's all my fault.
If everybody could please stop yelling and insulting Angelo, I'm gonna get really mad.
You do notice it's Fig right now. Not Alpha.
I'm sorry.
Do not. Just stop. Just everybody stop.
You're kind of being a bit of a dick there. I know you had a bad day, Greyhide, but you know...
Can you not ever cry like that in front of me again?
Oh, she's okay. This girl, she doesn't. She likes you to be a little bit more manly, you know. Maybe you can introduce her to a real man. Hey, that's. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying, you know, someone more manly than you. Listen.
Be nice. Don't point your finger at him.
Hey, what he said was way over the line. Well, you insulting my cooking is over the line.
You insulted his cooking. Sorry, Father.
You're right, buddy. I'm sorry. Here,
one
let's
moment.
hug it out like bros. I'm not crying. Definitely not crying.
And not a rat.
Wait. Okay. So, guys,
We'll see.
my dad wants to go look for my mom, and I would like us to go. And I think it could help us on our Red Wizard quest.
Sorry.
Your father
repeat
will.
that? Your father wants us to look for your mother, and that's going to help us on the Red Wizard quest.
Your father will follow you down as well.
Okay.
And will show up there as well.
Well, I say let's go for it. We'll never know where these things will lead. We'll just keep an eye open for opportunities, and like I said, we have a day, and let's just use any advantage we can. And yes.
I don't expect there to be any danger per se.
Oh, I am.
He's
terrified
probably
of
abandoned
danger.
it.
I won't let anything dangerous happen for quite a while until we have to go murder the Red Wizard, which will be a little bit dangerous. But you know.
Well, we should test your skills because you've been a I don't want to say the word crow, but you've been a brave. You haven't practiced in a long time, Father. We should practice.
Yeah, you're a bird for a long time, you know.
Don't remind me.
Sorry.
Of
but
what? Of the time you were a bird? Okay, I won't.
Okay.
I won't remind you of the bird thing again. Birdman? Oh, sorry. It's
Okay.
sorry.
So,
It's just.
He looks strange at Greyhide. It's weird.
We should practice your skills.
Swing.
So, let's go do that.
Yes. Is there a place to do so?
Well, somewhere quiet, unseen, perhaps. Guys, where can we go that is private, you think?
Why are you asking me? Everyone's always, you know, like, figure something else out for your change. Not Greyhide isn't here to answer everybody's problems, you know. Oh, where am I supposed to go to be private? I'm having a stew here
We're
that
going.
is remarkably underspiced. Let me have my stew, and then maybe I'll solve everyone else's problems. Is that okay?
Is there we have a backyard at Trollskull?
Yes,
more
that's
like
where
a
we hit
back.
the corpse that last. I mean, yes, we do.
More like a back alley. At this point, thanks for reminding me, Mike. Yeah, Fitz would show up around this time when they start discussing about finding the Fig's mother.
Hey everyone. Oh, hello, Mr. Fig, Mr. Alpha. What should we call you, sir? Alpha, what should we call you, father? This charming elderly gentleman.
His name is Ren.
Hello, Mr. Wren. You look to be...
You can just
Fitz
call
is
me
back.
Wren.
You're doing
Hey, how's
today?
it going, Fitz? Wonderful to see you. Why don't you join me for some food and have some merriment?
We were just about to step out. I'm kind of still angry with Fitz. So we we go into our alleyway.
I don't...
Well, it's best to give the broads a little bit of space, Fitz. You know what I mean? They seem to be a little bit testy right now. So why don't us guys just have a little drink and we can,
Don't go with him.
So, Greyhide,
I want to break up.
Well, look, I don't know if we have... What? What? Enigma? Enigma, are you all right? Greyhide, all right? I thought
Can you butt out of our
built a
conversation?
shrine to him in
That
your
would be awesome.
closet. Okay, yeah, sure. No, never mind. Alright.
Yeah, Enigma and I are fine. It's just a little bit of a tiff.
Okay.
No tip here.
Greyhide, and I say this sort of quiet, I can't hear. Oh, good. Greyhide, are you feeling enslaved by your penetration inside of her? Because that's what my people understand. We understand your plight.
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes I get a funny tingling feeling and I feel waves of euphoria, but enslavement I don't think is one of the emotions I feel. Sometimes I say hooray and, headlong into pleasure, that sort of thing, but no, nothing. It's kind of a personal question, don't you think?
Blake has not heard any of this. She has stepped out with her father, by the way.
Your father says,
Yeah.
your party seems a little dysfunctional.
Don't remind me. Let's go.
Dear God, worse than I thought. The tingles? Oh, God.
You,
wait,
Fig would know that there's a park a block down, or you have the Emerald Enclave, obviously. But what were you gonna say, Mike? Real quick, I don't want to cut you off.
I was just gonna say, so did Alpha's father say anything about the rest we have to kill? I mean, we should probably get started right away and, start making inquiries around the town and start talking to members
Isn't
of
it
the
the evening?
Zantorum.
Aren't we winding down and going for a long rest, and then tomorrow we get a fresh start? I thought today was about revelry. I mean,
I don't know.
Are we going to, or do you want to I don't know.
I take my, you know what? I think I'll take my dad to the Enclave, and I'm just mad. I don't want to see Fitz right now.
I mean, it's just one wizard. It's like we can take him, right? It's not like he's going to have an entourage or any sort of magical spells that'll hurt us.
Of course not.
I mean, it's not like he's Jarlaxle. That guy was tough, right?
I mean, I think he's in charge of the Zantorum right now, so... No, but I think he's in charge of half of a massive gang of high-level thieves.
You do know about the Civil War
between
the Zantorum.
Well, I think
maybe that's what
perhaps
we need to do.
it'd be
Maybe
good
we need to
get
choose
some allies.
sides.
Maybe I can talk to the paladins. I can talk to the paladins and ask if one would like to join us. So we have 2 paladins are better than 1, right?
It's a good idea.
Is there anyone that you can call?
Hey, do you know what? Let's go to the Yawning Portal. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's always raining.
I mean, the food's not as good there, but...
Why don't we go to the portal? Ask... if she's heard of Manshoon.
Yagra, yeah.
Don't we have to get some cash, We found the half. She owes us money. Let's go,
that's right.
Let's go cash in and ask a couple of questions while we're there.
Enigma, we're going to the Yawning Portal. Would you like to join us?
Sure, babe.
Okay, well, let's do I have a... Oh, I don't... I'm just wondering. No, I guess there's no... It's too early for a long rest. All right, after
you could have had a
portal,
short rest if that would give you anything.
I think I'm all maxed out anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, the last battle is more of a realization that you're outmatched more than actually being beaten down.
Yes. Yeah. So we're fine. Yes. Let's
Didn't
go.
take any damage, except emotionally.
Yes, I'm emotionally crippled and terrified of danger now. So
why don't I have that ready? I'm sorry. I'm so bad at the memes.
I'll say it again.
Emotional damage.
There we go.
yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's get going.
All right. So you head to the Yawning Portal.
Cab. Yep.
Fig and her father heads to the Emerald Enclave
To train. Yep.
to train. We'll do the Emerald Enclave first.
Yes.
Fig, you head there, and again, you notice now, because of what you just went through, there is indeed the Kolat Towers, as they're called, that are about a block away from the Emerald Enclave. You can see the two towers going up in the sky. You'd imagine 5, 6, 7 stories, not sure. With a bit of a squarish base. And that's where you heard that the Red Wizard Monsoon, who you suspect is also going as the persona Monsoon right now. But you make it to the Emerald Enclave. You see the usual suspects. You see the Groundkeeper there. And he's sorry, I just read that too.
Yeah.
And he's sweeping the area for a bit. But I wanted to bring up, because for some reason I don't have it ready right here, the name of the god. She reaches out to you. The voices, everybody can hear it around you. It's not in your head. Too much stuff going on in people's heads. And sorry, I wanted to get her actual name before.
And I'm there, by the way, I speak.
Yeah. It's just Jarlaxle Polkon. You hear the voice. You hear, "Welcome, Fig." And it's eerie and everywhere at once and ambient, and she says, "I believe you are ready. You are about to go on an important journey. Something for the sake of the city, perhaps. Something for more. I do not know. But I believe you are ready for a trial. If you believe you are ready."
Yes.
The ground sweeper, Melanor, is just kind of ignoring it and sweeping, and you see him start pulling some weeds out on the side.
I roll just insight check on that guy.
You can.
I'm
Oh,
a little
Melanor? Yeah.
paranoid. Just that now that
Everybody's Jarlaxle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't see anything that speaks to you like he's pretending to be someone he's not.
Okay. I believe so. Should I? May I? This is my father. I don't know where he is, but.
Oh, your father. Yes, I am aware. Welcome, Rin, to the Polkon Garden. You are always welcome here. You are of the forest, and this garden is of nature.
Okay, Father, I think I have to do this. But we'll train after. I'm ready.
Step into the garden off the path. And are you gonna do what she said?
Yes.
As you step out onto the garden, you suddenly feel your feet give as you see the ground open up with roots and all the bits that are in the dirt. It opens up into a cavernous area. Uh-oh. And you go, "Angelo!" as you fall through.
Not cleaved.
That was the new guy, BD Dog.
BD Dog.
And you, the roots, and you slip into it, and you can feel your backpack and your other belongings. They actually don't go with you. They kind of slip off you, almost as though your skin had become slippery as you go into this hole. And you find yourself sliding in darkness.
Oh, Father, if something happens to me.
And you appear. Let's do this. You appear in a dark area. It looks to be. You have night dark vision, right?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not believe I do. I have, like, okay.
That's fine though.
Vision at night,
There's
but not like.
Yeah, you can look around and there's slight glowing roots and plants of some sort in this cavernous area. You look along the wall behind you where you came from, and it closes up. You see roots of different sorts all along the walls. 50 in a 50 by 50 room or so. Or sorry, more like a 30 by 50 room. And it is squarish too, but it's cavernous mostly. And
I saw my pack.
no, your pack's not with you. And everything, for some reason, you're missing all your stuff except yourself and your clothes and your armor. And you look around, you look up, there's roots, hanging roots everywhere, vines and roots on the ceiling. Seems to be dirt. The ceiling about 40 feet up, vines and roots on the wall. And strangely enough, you see a giant flapping creature. It's flapping its wings. It looks like a giant bat. And it's near the ceiling of this place. It's actually sitting on a vine. And you see dangling from its leg an object. There's just enough light to make out. It looks like a quiver.
And I can't see out where I came from, right?
No, you don't know where you came. I mean, you can look behind you and where you fell through the hole and slid in here, and the wall had closed up.
Alpha/Fig.
Angelo.
Okay.
Now Cleege did it.
There we go. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, close my eyes for a moment. Angelo, you can hear me. I'm gonna be okay, and I'm coming back. Okay. Does he look menacing, this bat thing?
Roll animal handling. Let me pull up the thing so people see what you're rolling.
Wow. 1 plus 10.
Really hard to tell.
Yep. I would do it.
But it's not even looking at you. It's facing away from you.
So I'm just in this like dirt-rooted cave with no way out.
And all you see is this bat with this quiver hanging from its leg. And it seems to be, there's like this vine hanging down from the ceiling, and it's kind of perched itself on it now. The quiver hangs about 25 feet up.
Okay. And I have no pack, no arrows, nothing, right?
Nothing.
Okay. Am I able to cast Speak to Animals?
You try casting it, and it works.
Hello?
The bat turns to you. Its head, it kind of turns around, it hops and turns around on its vine, and it says,
Fitz Joffrey.
It says,
Wait,
I'm not...
Joffrey?
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
What does it say?
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Oh, that's what it says to me. So I thought Fitz is like...
No.
Well, what? Maybe you can make an exception? I don't mean any harm.
Not supposed to talk to you.
Does it look injured?
Nope. Not that you can tell.
Okay. I also try again. Is that for me? Like what he's holding?
Roll a deception. You're basically trying to get him to get around his instructions.
Yeah. 10.
I rolled a... Wow. This stupid bat. He says, I'm supposed to keep it away from you.
Oh. So I need it. So can I start climbing the vines to try and get closer to him gently?
Yeah. So you go to the side of the wall that he's around, and you start climbing up the vines.
I'm just going to
Alpha/Fig.
Oh, I wonder if Angela would know what to do in this situation. This is really tricky. I could really use just a little piece of him right now. So
Culinary inspiration.
I'm just going to come a little
following?
closer.
He must have accidentally hit unfollow. As you start climbing the wall, it's with all these vines, it's really not hard to climb. And you start getting close, and he says, "Oh, you're coming close!" And you see him flap away, and he goes to the other side of the room, and perches on a vine that you now see overhanging from that side of the wall. He's not facing you.
Okay. Well, maybe we could trade.
Not talking to you.
I think there's maybe something you need. Do I notice anything else in the room?
You look around, all you really see is a bunch of vines. Like I said, it's easy to climb. You could probably even climb the ceiling pretty easily. And the floor seems dirt. You don't really see anything else on the bat.
Am I still wearing my hat of vermin? Or is that gone too?
We'll see if it stayed on. Even it stayed on. Odd. No, it fell off on the way down.
It fell off on the way down. Do I see any other animals close by? Any other creatures kind of rolling around?
Do a perception. I mean, if you look enough, you'll probably find a bug or something like that. You can do a perception if you see something, if you want to try to find something bigger.
Yeah. 12?
You don't really see anything other than like bugs and worms and things like that. You see this weird beetle.
Can I, Okay, so I grab the I try to go and grab the beetle.
Okay, you can grab a beetle eventually.
Yeah, and
Hey, let me go. What are you doing?
I just need you to do me
Whoa.
a favor.
So high up here. Okay.
Hey, don't worry about it. I just need you to do me a favor. Just stay calm, okay? So I present the beetle to the bat, or the bat-like creature.
Roll a. The beetle goes, "Whoa! Wait a minute!" You see its legs start going like.
No, don't worry about it. It's okay. Just you're just gonna do me a little favor here.
Roll a persuasion or deception on the bat.
14?
Yes. You start smelling a weird smell from the beetle. You realize it's a stink beetle. It effectively just farted in fear.
Okay. And we lost her.
Stupid bat. The bat goes, A beetle, all right! And it starts to swoop down towards the beetle. The beetle's going, oh god!
Okay, don't worry. We'll just do a trade, okay? And so, as I hold out, he's coming close.
Yeah.
Is he close enough for me to grab the quiver?
It would, you'd need to do just like a dexterity check to see if you want to try to grab it while he's swooping down for the beetle. He comes down. What are you doing with the beetle? Uh-oh. Did she freeze? She did. Meanwhile, at the Yawning Portal. Oh, wait, are you back?
Terrible timing.
Yeah.
So
what are you doing with the beetle? Are you letting him?
No, I'm not
gonna try to let. Oh, okay. Yeah, it comes down and tries to swoop at it. You try to grab the quiver, but go ahead.
That was a trade. I tell the bat.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion again. This one's gonna be harder.
Do I have to roll it at a disadvantage?
No, just harder. Oh my god.
20.
Huh.
I really don't want any harm, but you can have him if I can have him.
I don't know if I'm supposed to.
Well, nobody's here.
Okay. And it comes down and drops the quiver on the ground.
Okay, so I pick up the quiver, I give him the beetle, and I said, don't worry, don't worry about it.
I hate you. And then the bat eats it.
So I have the quiver.
You grab the quiver. The quiver itself, it looks to be, where is it? Oh yeah, it looks to be green with this, perhaps some type of bronze, or it could even be platinum. You're not sure because it's not quite as orange, and it this filigree on the top and bottom of it, and you see in it seems to be like the tip of a bow, and which doesn't make sense. It wouldn't be able to fit in this thing, as well as 2 arrows sticking out of the quiver.
Wow. Okay. So I pull.
Someone wants you to insult the beetle? She's not even at the beetle. How can she insult the beetle?
You hear Enigma's voice in your head, and it says,
Beetle deserved it.
It says something smells like farts in here.
My fart detector has gone off.
It's pretty bad.
But as you're starting to examine the bow, vines wrap around you, and suddenly you get yanked back into the wall. Right when you think you're going to hit the wall opens up, and right out you go.
I'm holding on to this.
And you appear next to where you got sucked in. Oops.
Like back in the garden?
Back in the garden. And you see your father just kind of with his hands behind his back, kind of like pacing. You see him, he's saying, I think you should give her back. I think it's been long enough. Seemingly worried.
Father, I'm okay.
And you hear, I see you have succeeded. In a way I did not expect. That totally wasn't the DM saying that. And then, and says,
What?
This should aid you on your missions to come.
Does it have a particular function? I kind of pulled out the bow.
As you pull out the bow, it seems to come out. It's long. The bow is longer than the quiver is. And you pull it out. The bow looks to be like gold plated, or perhaps even solid gold in the middle where you hold it. And then it has this grayish hard wood. You're not even sure what it's made out of. That comes out from that with some type of string connecting it.
Not a typical bowstring?
Yeah, the bowstring has this weird orangish tinge to it. You're not sure. But you hear the voice said, this bow is called... Oh, fuck, where'd I put it? Something. Oh, there it is. This bow is called the Oath Bow, and as you pull it, you pull the string. You hear next to the bow. Actually, the bow seems to whisper it. It says, "Ishtafalua." Do you speak Elven?
No, I speak. Wait, do I? Yep. I might not actually.
Nah, you're not sure what it says if you don't.
I speak 2 languages, but I think it is
Common and something else.
Undercommon and Dwarven.
Gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. And she says, simply speak the command word against a particular enemy, and it'll give you large advantages against that enemy. But beware, you won't be able to use any other weapon effectively if you have activated this bow.
How many hits do I get?
You're talking about actual technical, how much damage it does?
Yeah, I'm asking her. Yeah. Or no, I just mean like how many? Do I get only 2 arrows and then that's it, or do I get?
Oh, you go to the arrow and you pull it out, and you look at it, and then you look back at the quiver, and another one appears where you pulled that one out.
Okay, so it's like, okay, I see.
You look into the quiver, and it seems to be darkness in there.
Put my hand in.
You put your hand in, and you can feel it is a large area, and you can feel like a handful of arrows in there.
Wow. Okay.
Alpha/Fig.
Thank you. Wow.
Of course, it's Angelo.
Yes. Well, Angela's gonna be getting worried, but we were here to train. If that's okay. Thank you for the gift. My father. May we use this place for training?
That was a sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Look at the cat up in the top left corner.
What are you doing up there, Tom Nuki? How'd you get up there?
Nuki.
Don't
He's like
jump,
avoiding the
Tom
bow.
Nuki. Don't do it.
He's like a flying squirrel.
Anyways, you train with your father some, and you realize he's quite a decent shot. When it comes to any other weapon, he's pretty terrible. And even shooting arrows that are made to hunt humans is he's not used to. He's used to arrowheads that go up and down because it's used to go between animal ribs. He's not used to the arrows that are flat and go left and right to go between human ribs. And so while he's a pretty good hunter, he definitely struggles with any type of martial combat. And she's gone. I just gave that amazing... oh, you're black. So, we'll get back to your training later. Back to the Yawning Portal.
Do it. Jump. Do it, Tom Nuki.
Oh, that's
Tum Tum.
intense.
What is he doing?
It's like over my shoulder. It's so creepy.
Fantastic.
That's
He
awesome.
looks like a bear.
I know, he's got the
Actually,
big cheek.
Teddy bear. Did he just
A
meow?
very menacing teddy bear watching you from the corner.
Now, this isn't
Like
unsettling
all
at
you
all.
need is
I can totally
Can you take a
concentrate on
shot?
gaming, so...
take a screenshot and just call it soon.
Yeah.
I grabbed it. I think I grabbed it.
PD dog, yes. Yes, you do.
He does like to watch, no matter what you do. That could be scary sometimes.
Alpha, did you hear the last phrase about the training?
Unfortunately, no.
I'll just say real quick, you realize that he's
Oh.
decent at hunting, but not in anything martial. Like, he's used to arrows that go up and down, like arrowheads that go up and down to go between animal ribs. The balance of arrows that go left and right to go between human ribs, he's terrible
Okay.
at. And he's not terrible, but he's not trained in it. Like, in D&D terms, he wouldn't get his proficiency bonus in it.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
But to the Yawning Portal, and then, unless were you gonna do anything else at the Enclave?
For now, no, I'll just keep training. Maybe I'll have him use the bow I was using previously to help him practice.
Okay. To the Yawning Portal. You all walk up to the Yawning Portal. You can hear the cheer and laughter inside. in the evening. It's starting to get a crowd. You walk in, and most tables are already starting to fill up. There's still some empty, though. You see in the back corner, you see... where is it? Sorry. You see Yagra. But also you see, sitting with Yagra, Davil Starsong, the elf bard you saw before, tuning his lute, playing a little bit here and there.
The beautiful and arrogant twat that has been completely impossible to hit in the past. Oh, good.
Yes. He puts his, he has blonde, long hair with elven features and pale skin, and he has his leg up across the table on the other side of the chair, on a chair across the table, and he's there tuning his lute. You see Yagra looking bored on the other side. You see also, I believe his name was Jarlaxle of the Lord's Alliance, Jarlaxle Silvermane, who actually gave you the badges to be part of the Lord's Alliance there. You see Three Strings, the bard, who I believe you found out was part of the Harpers now, but you see Three Strings in another corner, who's actually doing the official music that you're hearing right now for the bar.
Not bad strings.
You see a bunch of other random people you don't recognize too much, except one. You see Floon and you see Volo at the bar talking to the bartender.
So Fitz, what do we have to offer these people to join our adventure? I mean, if we win and we get our share of the gold, we can offer them a great deal of riches. So, is there anything else you think we could?
At this point, I don't know if we're going to get any gold. At this point, I think we're just trying to avoid being murdered in our sleep by Jarlaxle's evil pirates.
Yes, but that's not good salesmanship. That's not going to entice them.
Sure. Well, everyone likes information, Here's the only thing is that I don't that the Lord Jarlaxle will appreciate if we're consorting with the Zentaurum, but I don't think the Zentaurum will appreciate if we're consorting with Lord Jarlaxle. We are part of both the Zentaurum and the Lord's Alliance.
Well, we don't have to give the details of who's funding us. We just tell them there's lots of gold in it and people will be involved. I think we should assume if we get victory, there will be gold. We should be comfortable in that statement. So I say,
I'm sure
that's our approach.
But here's the thing, though. One more thing, Greyhide. Ideally, we can. Greyhide, listen. I don't want to just run in there like a lummox, messing everything up like we always have done in the past. We have to be very delicate. We want to create a civil war within the Zentaurum for them to kill each other for us. So we can't just go walking in saying that we're trying to kill the Red Wizard. We have to go in very carefully asking for information about.
You see a patron go by.
Heard of that Manchun guy? And...
You know what?
Oh,
you are right. Careful is the way to go. I've always been headlong into danger, and for once, I'm going to be headlong into carefulness. So I will embrace this approach. Let's work together and
very proud.
Let them destroy each other, and then we don't get hurt at all, and we're not going to get murdered in our sleep. Okay, let's.
That's exactly it.
Yes.
Well, let's go to let's start with Yagra and go cash in. That's easy enough, But then when Jarlaxle leaves, we'll say we have to go, and then we'll just wander outside for a piss and ask him if he's heard of the Zentaurum. Yeah.
I'm with that.
Makes sense?
All right, so you head back to the back right corner where Jarlaxle, what's his name? I already forgot his name and I just said it.
Silvermane.
Excellent.
Silvermane?
Yes, Davil Starsong is, you said you're going to Zentaurum first, right?
By the way,
Yes.
people are wondering if I had a mood swing. My mood swing was technically 100% agreeing with Fitz, which is something that Greyhide doesn't do. So I
Yeah, that has never happened.
enthusiastically embraced Fitz's idea. So I think I just wanted to make sure so people know that they're. Anyway, moving on. That was my mood swing.
Also,
yeah, you head
as-
back to Davil and Yagra.
On our way back,
Mhm.
on our way back there, we slide by the bar, and I order a double of whatever hard liquor. We're drinking heavily
All right.
tonight.
I will get a glass. I will get a flagon of mead.
All right. You walk up to Durnan and at the bar, and he's wiping a cup like he always does. And he says,
The same cup always.
"Yes, always the same cup." You see him put it down under the counter to use it later, and he says, "For you, this drink is on the house. Survivors of the Undermountain." And he kind of yells out, "Huzzah!" And a few people
right, we
yell it
did
out
that.
as well, and they say, "The Tarragon Legends!" And the whole
They
crowd
remembered
seems
us.
to look at you and be like, "Yeah!"
Yes, that's
Well,
great.
we're
We're trying to not draw any attention to us. That's fantastic. All
Uh,
right.
let's take it in. Sometimes fame is a good thing, and it might help us influence and win some
Sure.
allies. We gotta use what's thrown at us. So yes, we are the wonderful Tarragon legends, especially me, Greyhide.
Especially
Volo
him.
comes up and says, "You all look amazing. I can't believe you made it through the mountain. You have to tell me everything. I'll go to your tavern later and I'll write it and I'll chronologize it in my book."
Thank you, Volo. It is always good to see you. How's the old literature manuscript going? Good?
I'm still trying to get the publisher to start releasing it. These things take time.
Totally understand that. Well, you just tell
And
them
he,
you're
and he
writing about
turns
the...
to go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, you just tell your publisher you're writing about the Tarragon
Fitz,
legends now.
Joffrey.
Maybe he'll
Seduce
get
the
that
next
going a little
NPC.
quickly.
And he turns to Floon and says, "Floon, good old boy, can you buy me another drink?" And Floon does.
Good old Floon. Can I have a double of your hardest liquor, please?
Oh yeah, he
Double.
already went back and Durnan returns with all the drinks you all wanted. Is Enigma drinking something?
Yes. I am drinking
Okie
a Cosmo.
What did I call that back then?
A Townsmo.
Town
Really?
Snow. A waterdeep snow.
And he gives you the Townsmo and the hard liquor and the mead and a giant flagon. And he says, "Always on the house for the next week or so." So you go to the Zentarum first?
I throw and then walk right. Oh, hello. Yes.
Oh,
thank
Mini
you, thank you.
GG, cheered 100. Thank you.
Walk up to Davil and I say, "Davil, you are looking absolutely as splendid as the last time I saw." I roll to seduce as I make very intense eye contact.
Okay.
That's my intense eye contact.
Let's see. This guy's an elf.
23.
He probably swings both ways. That's racist. I'm sorry. He says,
No, it's heteronormative humor. It's not right.
and he
But it's
says,
still unacceptable.
he's playing his lute, and he says, "Fitz, my boy, welcome, welcome. Now, how it's been long time since I've seen some friendly faces." And Yager speaks up and says, "He just got out of the prison being interrogated by the Watch." And he says,
Right.
Yes, well, with the Civil War going on, everybody's trying to ask questions as though I know everything." And he plays a little tune.
I mean, Devil, you do know probably almost everything, don't you?
He says, I do know a lot. Now, why is it you come? And Yagra says, they probably want the payment. And she actually has,
Fitz, Joffrey.
she grabs her pack that's next to her and pulls out a bag of gold. And gives it to, I guess, Fitz, because you're talking.
Thank you, Yagra, and your biceps are just absolutely smashing, and sometimes I just want to get right in between them and have you just squeeze as hard as you can. And I did not mean to say that out loud, but thank you. Yes, we return the halfling. Everything's good.
You ready for another challenge?
Oh, well, we'll see what happens tonight. Dernan, can I get another one of those? Also, how much gold does she give us?
300.
300. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna say in advance that we're all going to share it equally, so everyone can just, Fitz is already rich. He doesn't. Wait, didn't Alpha take her share already or something?
She gave originally 300, for which Alpha took her share. Yes.
Okay,
her
so it's
share.
100 for each of us, except for Alpha, because she's already got us.
Yep.
Well, all right. Perfect. So, Dazzle, I'm so madness going on. Well, I mean, can I hear about what is this civil war? I mean, what are you pro Manchun or against Manchun, or am I not allowed to ask this? What's the going scuttlebutt?
He kind of looks around. Whoa. Kind of looks around and see who's listening, and
We
says,
lean in seductively.
Fitz, keep your voice down. Manchun is on the other side of the Civil War. The rest of the Doom Raiders are trying to oust him.
I see. Doom Raiders is a really cool name. What exactly are the Doom Raiders? Do you raid the Doom?
The Doom Raiders. Oh, it is the elite force of the Zentarum. We were all mercenaries before we settled down to get into more business dealings.
Right. Of course. Legitimate business, I totally understand that. So
You've actually met one.
So who's supporting Manchun then? Yes, of course, your potions master. Charming fellow. So how on earth, if the Doom Raiders themselves, and I based on your I believe you're all quite impressive. If the Doom Raiders are against him, then who's possibly supporting him? How could he possibly be going up against you guys?
Manchun is a powerful mage. He has convinced many of our lesser recruits. Some not so lesser. Some of them are more powerful. I can give you. Well, let's hold off on that. Why are you asking about this?
Well, I'll be honest. A friend of mine is not so fond of the particular red wizard who is currently, I believe, posing as Manchun. And anything I can do to bring him a peg or two down is totally within line. Totally aligns with our mandate at this moment. Right, Greyhide?
Spanky 99.
Right.
Thank you.
Did someone ask me on a mandate? That's all I heard.
He was talking.
There's more
Manchun.
heteronormative humor, and I don't accept that. But yes, I totally agree. That does follow our mandate.
Thank you, Spanky. Yes. Mandate, not a date.
Mandate, good one.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
I support all mandates, and I hope mandates that are in place anywhere are never repealed. That's how much I support mandates.
Radhead's really not nice.
What did you call me? My name's Greyhide. I was a
Something
rat
in you
once.
has changed, and I don't like it.
Well, I turned into a rat once and saved all of our lives after I endangered all of them, but still, I think it was a heroic move.
Why does it still smell like cheese?
Enigma.
I think.
Why
cheese
does
is
it smell
delicious.
like bad, shitty cheese? It's stupid.
Well, it smells like excellent
That's not
cheese,
me.
and I know I have a nose for cheese.
Daffel and Yager, you see their
is
heads
weird.
like go back and forth looking at you two talk. Like, what the hell?
I don't know. I guess we're under a lot of stress. Chicks, man, you know. I'm
So
talking
you-
to myself, I guess.
You haven't told me why you're
Yeah.
asking about Manchun.
It's been quite a day. Oh, did that not come out of my mouth? Well, friend of a friend of ours is actually not a fan of the Red Wizard currently posing as Manchun, so anything at all that we can do to penetrate his defenses and take him down of notches, thoroughly in line with our mandate. So if you have anything, if we can join you in your fight against this awful, we're
Hey, Total Power, thanks
you
for the
have
gift of
our
sub
sword,
to
do you?
D&D On Demand.
oh, thank you, Total.
Oh, we actually don't even know where Manchun is.
And
If we knew where his hideout is, we might actually formulate a plan.
But it might be in the and I describe that thing that you said, that Jarlaxle said about the tower behind the Enclave. I give that out.
The Colat Towers.
It's information.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
I've
says,
heard in the Colat
really?
Towers.
Those are been abandoned for years.
Well,
Oh, that
that's
is
certainly what I heard
interesting.
from. Yes. Yes.
We're gonna look at
So,
this immediately.
But well, perhaps we can be of assistance, or perhaps if you have anyone who we should target for information, or who might be supporting him, that we could perhaps take out for you, that would also be our mandate.
Well, if you can somehow prove they're in the tower, otherwise, we will watch it and see what movement we see. If it is indeed as you say, we may do a full-out attack on the towers, though getting through the barrier will be a problem.
Barrier? What sort of barrier
Yes.
do you know?
The entire tower is basically blocked off by a force field. The Colat brothers put it up long ago, and it stood the test of time.
Interesting. Well, that's good to know. That's very good to know. Do you know someone who's about the barrier, or is that totally archaic now?
I don't think anyone knows. It's probably powered from within. Somehow. There might be a ways
No
around
doubt.
the barrier.
Sure.
I'm not even sure if it
well-
goes underground.
Oh, interesting. Maybe we could dig under him. Well, listen, this has been quite enlightening. Perhaps if you don't have to tell us who your supporters are, but if you want to give us the dirt on someone who you'd like taken out, perhaps we could help with that.
Unfortunately, all the ones that we know are part of the Manchun now have already gone missing, and we are having trouble finding them.
Interesting. Well, thank you. You know where we are. Troll Skull Manor. Please don't hesitate to drop us a line if we can be in your service against this this monster.
Speaking of which, if you do see a certain Manafret Cherryport, a halfling chef, I would suggest kill him, and we'll pay you for it quite handsomely.
A chef? Why would, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, one of my best friends is a chef. What sort of problem or issue would you have with this chef? I would like to know.
I mean, I don't know if I'd use the word best friends.
He has worked for Manchun for some time now. We found him connected, and we haven't seen him. He has gone missing. Perhaps he's in the towers.
I think it would certainly be worth investigating. Don't you think, Fitzjoffrey, someone with connections to Manchun?
I most certainly think so. Can you give us a description of what he looks like and any thoughts on where he might be found?
Oh, yes. He is a magical chef of sorts. He likes to use his magic to cook. You'll often see him with his mage hand doing all these things, and he is a bit of a portly fellow, halfling, and
He sounds delightful. Just based on what you've said, I mean, like a magical chef. I don't know if I could kill a magical chef, but certainly we could capture him and torture him, and maybe Fitz could murder him. But yes, I think we should take this on.
he also happens to have been our, how do you say, if for whatever reason we may have needed poison, he would be the one we go to.
Oh.
Whoa! Did that just happen?
Yes.
Oh,
it did,
shit.
And
Dubsteppin', thank you for
Thank you, and
10
good night.
gifted. What the hell?
Thank you so much,
Damn.
Dubsteppin'. We should pause and sing a song.
Appreciate
No,
you.
we're terrible singers, but so
Happy birthday.
we are. Thank
I think Angelo should sing a song for him.
Yes, agreed.
Or I mean, I
on
could
mute,
just
Molly.
remove an article of clothing if that would be more enticing.
If it's Angelo removing the clothing.
Angelo should
Yeah, you get the
sing
song
Italian-
for my friend, the
Italian
Dubsteppin'. I love you, Dubsteppin'. I want to thank you for the subs. Dubsteppin', thank you for the subs, everybody.
Thank you for the
Thank
Thank you for the
subs.
Dubsteppin',
Thank you for the
subs.
Not hero subs.
Yes.
I feel like having subs now.
Yum.
Thank you so much.
We have been talking about sandwiches a fair bit, haven't we?
Angelo, where are you going? I mean, Angelo? Angelo! That is just so weird. Just floating up into the sky. I didn't know he had that ability. He's like some kind of magical
Noted on
chef.
the nipple.
Wow.
Maybe he has some
You
information
don't
that
think.
could lead us there.
Hands off.
I mean, he's not a
I'm
halfling.
not there.
We never said what he was.
We don't know what he is.
Oh my! Oh
He's
no!
magical.
No.
Wow.
I mean, I've never seen him use mage hand, but perhaps if he used that.
He gives you more information on his looks and stuff. Typical
I will
halfling
not
stuff.
divulge any of Angelo's tricks.
I think it was all of the power of the subs that gave him that ability to lift and levitate. It was just incredible.
Wow.
This would be terrible.
Anywho.
Anyway,
So
yeah, something was happened before all those subs happened. Yeah.
So yes,
Devil
we
gives
will
us
watch
the
it, and if you can somehow find evidence that they are indeed at those towers, we will put together the Doom Raiders. But
I think we have.
we will also watch.
I think that's an interesting
All
lead
right.
we should follow up on.
I
Immediately
certainly think
headlong
so.
into. I'm just scared of danger, guys. Maybe tomorrow we'll have danger, but just some skirmishes, some fighting, but
I
I'm just
personally am
not
all
the
for
same
it.
Greyhide today.
Davil and Yagra, both of you are so scintillating, and it is always a pleasure. I think we're going to say hello to the Lord on our way.
What?
Oh, and he gone.
Be
I
polite.
did, as
I'm gonna
people are
walk
reminding
this-
me, Puma number Redux or whatever, I can't say his name, did give a reroll to Alpha Fig for something.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, One Redux.
So,
We
you got
should-
that
we should give
information?
Special points for who actually says it properly. Like,
But how will we know?
That's true.
they will
Puma-
have to confirm.
Well,
Is it just Puma Man Redux? Maybe that's what it is.
I think
Usually
Puma
it's Mark
Man
who's
Redux.
best at these names.
Puma Man Redux.
Puma Man Redux. Yeah. Puma Man Redux. That's it.
Puma Man Redux.
Crazy about that. Dubstep, it took us a while to figure out.
Can
but
you
we got it.
confirm or deny our pronunciation? And then thus we would get an extra reroll for the winner.
We will? Okay.
Oh, he also
okay.
goes by Mike. So the Puma Man is also Mike.
Another Mike.
That's yeah, give up and just call me that. Yeah, got it.
Ouch. I'll take it.
So what are you all doing?
Like it is.
Well,
Did
I
you put
suppose
Azure
on-
Edge in your inventory, by the way?
It is, yes, and I'm looking at all
Okay.
the crazy abilities it has. It's pretty neato. Illumination, I can throw it with 3 times as a long range weapon 3 times.
Ooh.
Hurling. Sentience, illumination, I can cause it to glow blue and quench the glow, and it sheds light 30 feet radius.
It's a torch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then as a personality, as we know, he's a real sweetheart. Yeah, the
bit
3+
strict.
bonus to attack when made with a mag. This +3.
So-
Yeah.
What is everybody gonna do?
So I
You gonna talk to
wander
Jarlaxle at
drunkenly
all?
over to Jarlaxle. Yeah, just
Okay.
briefly. I walk up and I say, Jarlaxle, it's good to see you. And I lean in, and by the point I'm not my usual self. And I lean and I say, listen, Jarlaxle, what do the Lord's Alliance think of this civil war in the Santorum right now, eh? Pretty bad business. What do you think?
Yes, it's very bad. I saw you talking to the Zentarum.
Yes.
Do you know something about it?
Only that Manshun is bad things to a friend of ours, so if you've any leak him down, he's been quite naughty to a friend of ours. He's not
I
a
don't
nice
have any
man.
leads. Do you have any leads? We'd love to know more. We have no idea what's going on with that civil war. We don't even know. I don't even know who
I
you're
lean
talking
in and I-
about with he.
Oh, well, I don't know how useful this is, but there might be a red wizard who's a bad guy, and the word is that he's calling himself Manshun, trying to take over the Zentorum, and might live in that tower behind the Enclave. Just
You see
rumors.
his-
I don't know anything, though.
You see his eyes go wide. Like, how do you know this? Do you have proof they're in the towers?
Oh, no proof at all. Scuttlebutt.
Yes.
Manshun, and he seems to go into thought.
You know, that's just always getting.
Yes,
Seems
if
to go into
you
thought.
and he seems to be lost in thought, and he says, if you find anything else, if you find proof, let me know. We can. Well, if it's Manchun, we'll talk to L'Oreal, the Open Lord. She may have to help with this. She's a powerful wizard.
She doesn't like him either, does she?
Manchun has plagued centuries. I don't know how much you know about Manchun, but he cloned himself many times, and these clones of Manchun, no one even knows which one's the original. And he's been there throughout history. Another clone shows up and leaves havoc in his wake. This is really bad news indeed.
Well, let you know if anything comes up, and fire us a line if you hear about it, because we'd love to go kill him. Like I said, terrible person.
Yes.
Ta-ta. And Fitz wanders drunkenly out of the Yawning Portal, stops in an alleyway outside, and pukes.
Fitz, before you leave... Oh, you already left. Get back in here.
What? Yes?
Okay,
What,
so
Enigma?
as he's coming in, he's so drunk and he doesn't see. Can I try to slip ecstasy in one of his drinks and say, hey, dude, like, let's just finish these drinks?
I don't know why your
ecstasy?
character would
What
have
is
ecstasy,
ecstasy
but
and waterdeep?
why not? So, go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
Okay. And she's sketchy, so she
Okay.
probably has a lot of drugs.
Wow.
In
How do you
Fitz'
even...
inebriated state, that there's no way he would notice. Oh. Oops. Yep.
Fine, Enigma. Just one more, and then we'll get going. You know, because
Cheers, buddy.
I'm really, because Enigma. I'm so glad that we're finally getting along, and I'm finally really starting to trust and appreciate you and
Okay, bye,
everything
dude.
that you bring
Have a good
to
time.
us. Okay.
See you later, bitch.
What? That seemed not in line with your earlier statement.
I have
Alright.
to say, when she's feisty like this, I find her very attractive. Don't you, Fitz?
I am not going to answer that at all.
That's probably for the best.
But
I think I've been drinking a fair bit
Yes.
too. It's been quite a day,
Aye.
but we're gonna go and
Should-
murder some chef now, aren't we? Some magical chef. Is that the plan?
You don't really know where to.
Joffrey.
Or what would you do?
Well,
to...
maybe we can talk to Angelo, because being a world-class chef, he may have heard this guy's name and he might know where we could find him. I think that'd be worth checking into.
You
Like,
go
who's a-
outside.
More renowned chef than Angelo, and he just literally levitated out of here a moment. So I mean, we know he's got magical abilities.
Alrighty.
I think nothing would please me more than going right now to that bloody tower and breaking into the barrier and just stabbing this stupid red wizard. I say we go to the tower right now. Enigma, if you don't stop shaking that way, I'm just gonna know what to do. What?
You're a little.
I'm
You
sorry.
seem a little more
It is
brash than
not
usual.
supposed to.
Like I thought you were being all cautious today. You're
What?
saying you want to go directly after the red wizard and murder him? I don't understand.
Gosh. Do you want to go to Enigma? Let's go to the tower. Let's kill the wizard. What do you think?
Apparently, we're naming the next NPC Cleage.
That's fantastic.
That's good.
Fitz
At
is-
that point-
Fitz is going to. Yes, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Are you heading back to the tavern, or were you planning to go?
You go first. What were you going to say?
I
that point?
kind of changed my mind, so don't worry about it.
So, like, what were you saying, Fitz? You wanted to go directly to the tower, and now? I mean, we should get some more. I at least want to get my friend Ralph if we're going to be going on any sort of dangerous quest of that. You know, like I'd like to get Ralph on board, but or anyone else. We
You know,
probably
I'm
need at least
feeling
two.
the most. I just reach up to silence Greyhide and gently stroke his lip, and I say, I'm feeling the most remarkable tingles all through my body right now. Your lips feel like sandpaper. You should moisturize more often.
I was thinking that. What's Greyhide supposed to do now? This is really out of character for me, but I find you very attractive right now.
Wow.
I think someone might have drugged me. Or no, this just could be normal intoxication of another kind. I don't know. I'm very confused right
taking
now.
any
Maybe
drugs?
I certainly haven't. It's been a while since I've done Shrek, and I didn't like it. But
oh no, we're not on Shrek. We're perfectly sober. And then I'm just going to.
Someone comes over, and you suddenly realize there's two arms that go around both Greyhide and Fitz. This tiefling woman.
Wow.
A bit plump, reddish skin. You realize it's Bretta, to be a doppelganger.
The doppelganger. Oh yes, she's She was kind of amorous.
And she says, "Well, look at this. 2 sugars. How about you all buy me a drink?"
We don't pay for drinks, Bretta. We're the Tarragon.
That's true.
Merchants.
We're the raider.
We survived them. We went down
the
to
Tarragon
the
Raiders, and our money is no good here. But
Darren, can Bretta have something?
She takes you back into the Yawning Portal and starts to bum a bunch of drinks off of you. What is this next one? Fifi wet
Coochie Wonderlips.
Oh my god.
I assume that's Coochie.
Wet Coochie,
yes,
wet Coochie Wonderlips. Yeah.
And she comes up with
let's call her Fifi.
And she brings her friend. She's like, "Well, I got a friend. Make it 2 and 2." And she kind of looks weirdly at Enigma, like, "Go away." And she says, this woman who has like these big lips, like it looks like this woman's made of Botox. And she says, "Where did it go?" Oh, she says, "Oh, I see you got another catch. Well, my name is Fifi Wet Coochie Wonderlips. You want to learn why they call me Wonderlips?"
At this
Yes,
point,
you do.
I slowly.
You will use her full name. She's a lady.
I slowly reach up and I touch her lips and I say, "Wow, your lips are like sandpaper." I'm sort of tingly. Is anybody else tingly right now? This is amazing. Wow.
And the evening goes on. Too drunk to leave the Yawning Portal. What does Enigma do during this time?
I am taking a video for blackmail.
You take it all down. Okay. Eventually you get back. Eventually everybody will make it back to Troll Skull. Go ahead.
It's after about. Suddenly, the walls start closing in.
What?
And I just
freezing.
shriek.
We just make it back.
Yawning Portal.
Your internet's on ecstasy.
Standing outside of the portal.
Well, whatever it is, Fitz isn't done with Wonderlips, lady.
I'm out of the Yawning Portal and I'm standing outside of it, breathing heavily, just sort of looking around eyes.
Fitz will notice when he sobers up eventually, he'll notice that he's missing 50 gold.
Oh my god. I'm missing. How dare I just. What? What?
I think it was that Wonderlips. I think it was Fifi. I think Fifi grabbed that gold. Actually, I'm certain it was her. I don't trust her. And and you kind of came on to me, so I didn't say no, but I think I said rain check for sure. That's
At that
basically what
point,
happened.
you see this man. It's night. It's like 11 p.m. But with your dark vision, you see this man come up with only hair around his sides that's starting to gray, and a big beer belly. He has this apron on. Perhaps works at a blacksmith with a suit on him. And he says, "I think I saw you with my wife, Wonderlips. My name, you can call me Mr. Wonderlips."
Is his
Mr.
first name
Wonder-
Cleege?
And I reach up
Yes.
slowly.
His name is Cleege Wonderlips.
Hey, Cleege, how's it going? Yes, your wife was here, and she was a little bit assertive, we could say.
Look, Cleege, I have evidence of your wife
I
doing
reach up
something
and-
maybe you wouldn't like, and for a certain amount of gold, I might be able to help you out.
My wife is pristine. Have you seen her lips? There's no way. They must have been seduced by these people right here.
I haven't
was
seen
the
her
purple
lips, but
one.
I've wondered about them.
I
We're gonna take care of this right now. And he rolls up his sleeves, and he puts out his fist, and he says,
just-
"You and me. I saw you with her."
It's Joffrey.
Who, Fitz?
uh,
I think this guy wants to fight
Fitz
you.
has to seduce the next NPC.
I reach up with two, and I gently place them past his extended fist on his lips, and I rub them.
And he punches you.
Oh, really? But wait, do I get to roll to seduce as I touch his lips first?
No, like
No.
you try to seduce him, and he just doesn't take it. He takes a swing at you and completely misses. He seems to be a little intoxicated as well. Greyhide, you see
Fitz,
this
you
happening.
Help with this guy. I think you can handle him. You can probably take this guy.
Yeah.
You seem to be fighting over the virtue of this maiden, and I'll let you two fight it out.
I just sort of giggle and I say, "Guys, look, I made a new friend. He's friends with my other friend, Mrs. Wonderlips.
It's
This is Mr.
Joffrey.
This is Mr. Wonderlips." And then I just grab him by the back of the neck, and I say, "Your lips look wonderful." And I just give her a big, sloppy, high as shit kiss. And somehow
Go for it.
I got a
Yes.
24.
Got a 24 as I just your
Um,
lips should have a national park
Enigma.
named after them.
Enigma has to insult someone, but he says, "The only woman I swing for is my Mrs. Wonderlips. Have you seen her lips?" And she, as you pull in to give him a kiss, he pulls you in and headbutts you right when you do it, doing
Oh,
3
dude, that
damage.
was a weak headbutt. You can do better than that. Oh.
And you can feel like your busted lip, but you do get a kiss in regardless. And he says, "Are you some type of freak? Put up your dukes."
I think he wants you to fight him.
Suddenly the rushing all around me, and I summon my rapier to my hand and I say, "You're Jarlaxle, aren't you?" And I blast into his face. "I knew you would come, you horrible man." And
That's not Jarlaxle. He's just he's
Roll to
he's
attack.
He was your friend a moment ago.
At disadvantage.
Elric.
You're right. Attack him. Fight.
Roll twice and take the lowest, because you are poisoned, you're in melee, and you're on ecstasy.
High as shit. We've got 12.
It still hits. He doesn't. He only has on an apron.
And I just
And he-
fire my purple magic into his face.
roll an intimidation too, and this one you don't have to have disadvantage on,
Right.
because usually you'd have
Yes,
advantage.
I am.
Oh,
Got a 16. 16
You got
on
inspiration, too.
intimidation. Oh wow. I
From
also
Tortle.
Oh, thank you. I only do 2 damage, so my Eldritch Blast literally does less than his headbutt. But I'm gonna add my D8 to my intimidation roll, which is already 16.
Oh, okay.
And which is now 18.
Okay. He rolled a 6. He simply goes, "Oh shit! You can have her, bye!" and runs.
Take her,
I'm gonna throw
Jarlaxle.
Azure Edge
I
at him
don't
as
want
he
you. Take your stinking wonder lips, Jarlaxle, your whole pirate feet. And then I'm going to turn to the
I am going
the
to
rest of you and
drunkenly.
say,
As he's running away, I'm going to use that
defeated
Toll of the
Jarlaxle.
Dead, but just aimed at his feet, just to make him sort of trip and stumble on his face.
Jarlaxle today.
Why not? He'll have to roll a con save, I think, for that.
So I want a good laugh.
You hear him. You hear like in the distance where he's running. You hear a gong as his bell plays, and he kind of like and falls over and like skids on the ground a bit. Kind of rolls off his beer belly, and then kind of gets up and
See what I
Who
did
the
to
hell are you?
Jarlaxle? He's not as tough as we thought.
and as he runs, I scream, and tell Felric I don't give a damn. No, Gone with the Wind? Anyone? All right.
nope.
Well, if that's how
Alright.
easy it is to defeat Felric, then the Red Wizard will be much easier.
Yes.
agree.
You look at Fitz, and he has like this bloody nose and like a lip that's busted.
Well, forever.
I think
Wait, who's Cleage? Wait, was that Cleage or Jarlaxle?
he was Jarl. That's why I attacked him.
Oh. Then who's Cleage?
That's why. Cleage?
Well,
Oh, he
maybe-
was Cleage. We didn't fight Jarl.
he's dead now. That's all that matters. He is dead.
Oh no.
No. I shoved something long out into 2 different wonder lips today. 2 different sets of wonder lips. My father will be so proud of me. Enigma, let's go to the towers.
Okay.
Let's fight the wizard. Let's go to-
No, we're not doing that
No.
today. We're gonna go and I'm gonna wake up Angelo, and
Good
he's
night,
gonna make us another
Paul.
huge feast because that's all we do is eat.
You all
So we
decide
need to
to
sleep.
go towards Troll Skull. You make it about 5 feet until Fitz Joffrey just completely collapses, and you notice he's sleeping on the ground.
Oh, kill the wizard.
I'll pick up Fitz Joffrey and put him over my shoulder and stumble as best I can home.
All right. You eventually
Are you
make
the
it.
red wizard?
I'm
You're the
not the
wizard?
Red Wizard, but we will murder the Red
Oh,
Wizard,
yeah.
I promise. And then
is-
we will feast on his corpse.
Is there anything Fig and Ren wanted to do on the? Because you would have been back a few hours before everybody else.
Well, I wouldn't have gone back.
Okay, what you gonna do?
Well, when we're done training, I would have told my father that. I would explain to him what we suspect the towers to be, and that
Okay.
there may be some
Okay.
clues about
Alpha slash
my mother there.
fig.
Mm-hmm.
and
And what about Angelo?
well, we need to get home to him really soon. But before we go see him, I think we should go maybe while we're here, see what the and see if we can get there and we take back to the party. They're supposed to be
Sure.
abandoned.
Alpha slash fig.
Other thing, I know. Okay, so I know you have your reservations about Angelo, but he's really, really a great man. He really is, and he's really just trying his best. I know this is not the right time, but I really need you to know that. Okay, so
Roll
anyways,
persuasion.
other 13?
All right. I'm guessing you're not going to use your reroll on that.
Probably not.
He says, "Yes, I will be watching the lad. He is a strange accent I've never heard before, and I'm not sure I trust him yet."
Cillian, yes.
Alpha/Fig.
Should I? He really.
Alpha/Fig.
Oh, God. But I've had enough of this talk of Angelo. Let us go look at the towers.
Okay. Before we go, you should perhaps I shift into Alpha. You should probably find your own
Alpha/Fig.
You know what it is.
Yep. They're stacked up. There's going to be a monologue coming soon, guys. So yeah, you should probably shift.
Oh, yes.
We
Okay. And he...
I know it's not your preference, but we're under.
And he shifts into what seems to be like exactly how he looks, but just more human with like black hair.
That will do.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to this shitty life.
Yes, so I understand. So we, on the way, I roll just a perception around just to see if there's anything.
Okay, so you head towards the towers and you realize they're surrounded by different houses of the South Ward, but there's a pretty large area around the towers that they don't even touch. And as you get close, the one thing you get for free is you start seeing ahead of you something looks slightly different between the ground. It's like 5 feet in front of you and the ground that's 10 feet in front of you. And you look around and you see a bunch of dead birds just kind of laying on the ground in what seems to be like a circle.
Alpha/Alpha.
A large circle that's going around the entire building.
Can you repeat?
Oh my God.
Off by. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Can you repeat I heard 5 feet and 10 feet of birds, but then it got cut off by.
Oh, sorry. The 5 feet in front of you looks different than 10 feet in front of you. It's like cleaner 10 feet in front of you. And you see in like a large circle around the towers, just like a bunch of like here and there, just dead birds of different type.
Oh. Are they all ravens?
No, they seem to be different types of birds, more common birds. If I knew birds better, I'd tell you some common birds.
Yes. Okay. Father, do you see this?
Yes, it's very strange. Why would they all die in a line?
I don't know.
Seems like
with my
wizardry.
perception, so I'm gonna roll the perception just to see
Yeah, you can roll it.
if anybody's watching or if there's anything. I mean, aside from the obviously odd dead birds, anything else that stands out. Be 22.
Well, that's pretty good. You look around, and the tower itself seemed to be two towers that go up 5-6 stories, something like that. One of the two towers seems to have like a base though that has a few rooms in like a more rectangular shape as the first and on part of the first and second floor of it. And then the tower comes up from third floor as it goes up. And you notice throughout every single window the slight flickering of a flame. It's kind of strange. It's obvious that they're like that. Now that you
supposed
take
to
note
be
of it.
abandoned towers?
Yeah, and you can roll a knowledge history to see what you know, if you would know anything about it, though you'd probably have to roll a disadvantage because you don't know waterdeep history that well. And you continue to look after a while, and with that high of a roll, you'll notice the outs... Mm-hmm.
It cut out? Sorry? You said roll a knowledge history and then...
With disadvantage because you're not from here.
Right.
But you take a closer look, and you see on the bottom floor, or in the squarish shape, it does have some type of flame that's flickering, but then you also see like a shape walk by. You can't really see what's in the window from where you are. It's way too far away, and the windows seem tinted, but you swear you see like a shape possibly move on the inside. possibly signs of life. But you look around and you don't see any. The ground looks almost untouched.
Like almost like weeds growing, or
Lots of, and on the inside, yeah, lots of weeds. The grass looks like a lot of crap grass. It's not manicured at all. The walkways are overrun a bit. It looks like people don't use the grounds.
my disadvantage roll was 11
11.
for history.
Yeah, you're not sure about these towers in terms of history and how they got here or anything like that. You know what they're called, the Kolot Towers. That's about it. And that they're supposedly abandoned.
Father, did you see
Let me
the
roll
shape?
for him.
Yeah, see what he saw. Did you see what I see? Like the shape walking through the window and the...
He says, yes, I saw that. There must be someone inside there. But I don't see any tracks. Yes, I don't see any tracks on the outside, strangely enough.
Okay.
Curious how they got in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little odd. So we don't see anybody else seeming except that figure that went through the window, but that's pretty far away.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else around that seems to be watching?
You look around. It's
Neighbors,
getting a little late. You see people walking on the streets, not really paying you any mind. It seems to be regular that someone would stare and look at the tower, but no one really pays you any mind. There are people that would see you here.
Okay. And okay, so I think we should proceed. Perhaps.
He says, "Yes, let me go forward. You take your bow out." And
I cast the, sorry, just to kind of shield us a little bit. Does that follow us, the pass without trace, or does it just stay in one specific area?
It affects anyone who's in the area while you casted it.
And we said that's about how many feet?
I think it's like 30 feet. It's pretty big, but you shouldn't. It'll work for what you want it to work for here. Don't worry about it.
Right. So like to approach.
So to give +10 to your stealth checks, and so you go into a alley or something like that, and then stealth and come out and try to head in towards the towers, being unseen. Go ahead and roll a stealth check and add 10. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh wow.
Rin got a 33.
Wow. Okay. I got a 5 + 10. That would be 15. Thank goodness.
You kind of like kick a bone, or not a bone, but like you like kick this rock and you hear it tuck 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 tuck, and your father gives you that look like, I taught you better than this.
Right. Sorry.
As you as you head towards it, and you see it has his he has his hand forward, slightly crouching.
And my new bow is out.
Eventually, he comes up, and you first see his arm kind of get blocked by something, and then he kind of just runs into it with his body, and then pushes himself away, and says, "How strange." And he like puts his hand up, and you can see he's like miming. He looks like a street mime right now, as he's trying to like feel out something.
Ooh, I love mimes.
What's wrong?
I don't know what this is. Come feel it. And you can come up and you can feel it too. It's like some type of barrier, invisible barrier.
A wall?
Mm-hmm. And you look around, it's exactly where all the dead birds were.
Oh, this might explain. You know, this reminds me, like one time in Angelo, we went to the market and he was looking for these very, very rare birds to cook, and I think this might be one of them. Like, I don't know if we could take this home. Sometimes when I get nervous, I talk a lot about him, but maybe we should grab a few, and maybe he can make a nice stew. I know this seems a little bit off topic. I guess I'm a little bit nervous.
Alpha, you're
I don't know,
babbling.
Mom's on the other side of this. Mom might be on the other side of this.
Perhaps. I don't know. But this is blocking it. And you hear something, kind of like a tick, and then you look up and you see a bird sliding down and hits the ground.
Well, maybe there's a way in. Like, so can we follow the wall like around?
You go ahead and you stealth around using the same stealth roll, going all the way around. It's encompassing the entire tower and all of its yards and stuff. It goes for a while.
But my wand, I have the wand of
Secrets.
secrets. Yeah. See if this.
Okay.
If
You shake it and you hear the tuk tuk tuk, but that doesn't respond with any other area. The noise doesn't come back to you.
And on the ground, I don't see any points of entry or anything else that stands out.
You definitely see like walkways that would have gone into the towers, and then stones on the other side that look a bit overgrown. And you see a door, like a main entry door, on the tower itself, but you don't see any type of hidden way in.
I think we need some kind of spell. It feels like a barrier, but this would mean that there's definitely something or someone inside.
Perhaps. We don't know this area.
Let's go. I think we should go back to Troll Skull and try and find someone.
Alrighty.
Help us in.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. So you head back to Troll Skull. You get there a little earlier than the others. Is there anything you want to do in like 30 minutes when you get there earlier?
I'm drawing a map of the towers and what we saw and the entrance points, everything that we investigated so
I'll
far.
have that drawn out by the time next session, actually, for you.
Yeah,
And then eventually, stumbling through the door, you see Greyhide holding Fitz, mumbling something, and a very smug, proud look on Enigma's face. And they reek of alcohol.
It's been a bit of an evening.
And as they enter, I'm
Alpha.
just looking for Angelo, and
Greyhide.
we're having a chat.
Headlong into danger.
Alpha.
Well, this is one day where we had some revelry and we didn't go headlong into... I can't say danger!
Danger? Where? Where's the danger?
I'm
Alpha.
sorry I got
Alpha.
you killed, almost
We
got you
killed
killed,
Jarlaxle.
buddy, but we killed Jarlaxle, didn't we?
Alpha,
Jarlaxle.
you guys are literally
Sorry.
on drugs. I don't know
What?
what their problem is. Do you know what to do?
Wonderlips
The
took my
two-headed
money.
enigma makes a good point.
Any other day, I'd care,
Wonderlips took my
but
money.
kind of still mad at them, so they can just stew for all I care.
Fair.
I
Alpha,
could
I'm
have go
so
for a
sorry.
stew right now. Angelo, make me a
Wonderlips took
stew.
my money.
Enigma.
Wonderlips
You
took
just
my
say you
money.
don't care about our
Stood it up.
friends. How can you just not care? You
Stood it up. I'm gonna make
stupid
another
bitch.
stew. So forget about it. You need to get some sleep, you idiot.
Angelo, Angelo, darling.
Yes.
Enigma just has been insulting me, so for the next maybe day or so, just don't feed her, please. Thank you.
Well, I can feed her. That's my job, but I can use a non-optimal amount of spice, so it's not as succulent as usual.
What? Why would you do that to me?
I'll do that. That's fine. I'll accept.
Well,
You.
listen, I don't want these. I don't want to get in between you two ladies, and man, sometimes girls can be very difficult. I don't want to get in between this. You understand? I'm a
Being
professional
around
chef.
all of you right now is pretty difficult. So
Alpha.
bye. I'm out. Later, losers.
Sometimes broads.
And Alpha
they can
heads
be,
up.
You know what I mean? They're kind of tricky. What do you guys say?
Yeah. Is
I'm
that
gonna-
stew coming or not? I really want that stew.
I'm not gonna make you a stew.
I'm gonna wander up to Alpha's fob, and I'm going to slowly reach up to touch his face. I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna go, and
You
I see
look
this,
so
and I'm gonna
familiar.
shove Fitz out of the way.
"Whoa! Oh, Alpha, what happened? I'm sorry. What happened?
Go
We
To
killed
bed.
Jarlaxle. What?
I'm
And
gonna go up to Enigma right now, and I'm gonna say, I know it's been a long day and lots of crazy stuff, but you look really good.
Thanks,
That's me
honey.
shooting my shot.
Do you want to come to bed?
Yeah, let's go.
Your shot.
And I won't turn into a rat in bed. I promise. But
Can you
if you-
take like a long shower, because I still kind of smell cheese and I'm not happy about it.
you got it. And plus, I got this special paladin cologne that they only give to paladins, and it's and it'll knock out any cheese odor like that. So see you in a bit.
We'll go ahead and speed this along a bit. Everybody will.
I'm still talking to my dad about Angelo, by the way. So
Okay, yeah. It goes on for a while, and he starts to nod off, and you don't even realize it while talking about Angelo.
Fitz attempts to fly up the stairs with his shoes because the stairs look too. Do I have to roll to fly up the stairs?
Yes, you would have to roll acrobatics
Fitz Joffrey.
with disadvantage.
I also did, maybe I show Angelo one of the birds I brought home.
Angelo is presented with like this dead, like typical bird.
Was it the one you were looking for at the market the other day? Sweetie?
And Mark's not even paying attention, but it's okay.
Sorry, what was there a question for me?
It was.
You're talking to this guy.
Well,
Yeah.
I have the bird. I think this is what he was looking for at the market.
She presents like two really typical dead birds.
Was this the one?
It's very nice of you, but I have a supplier that provides me a non-diseased bird meat. You know what I mean? This looks like it fell out of the sky and they're ridden with disease and maggots. You're so sweet for bringing this to me, but I can't cook with this.
Okay, I called Patty to have them dispose of them. Sorry, I thought these were the ones.
Patty comes over.
Just gave them to him. Here, he'll eat them.
It's so nice of you to think of this, but I got the best suppliers. I have a lot of, top-notch connections. They get me only the best meat, I'm very very particular about these sort of things,
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know a lot about food. We just,
You.
That's why I have you.
And don't worry, I will impress your father one way or another. He will, when he gets to know me, he will, everything is going to be okay.
Her father's just asleep. He fell asleep from the talking about Angelo.
I'm going to make him another.
Look how relaxed he is around you. Yeah.
Fitz, you don't quite make it to the door, and other people hear like this as glass is breaking upstairs, and you end up in Greyhide's room, which he isn't even there, and you find the bed and you just kind of collapse on it.
Just pass out. Yeah.
Yep.
As I lay asleep, this internal monologue out of me, and I say, "Woman had really big lips, but at least we killed Jarlaxle. I wish Felric had been there." No, I don't. I hate Felric. This day is terrible.
Eventually, you nod off, and you awaken in a somewhat familiar place. You look around and you see it's dark out. It's beautiful out. You see a cliff with water flowing down it into a wide,
Is this
shallow
all
river.
of us see this, or just
No,
Fitz?
just Fitz.
Okay.
And you see some columns. You're not sure if they're man-made or not. They're perfectly curved.
Wow.
You see around these purple. You also don't feel drunk. You see these purple, pinkish, like butterflies floating in the air.
Wow.
And they're mesmerizing. You look at them and they draw your attention. And then you kind of look and you see this rabbit with these big, sharp front teeth and ears that stick up. And you're like, that's strange. And then
That's
suddenly,
strange.
poof, a dog blinks. A dog-sized beast blinks right in front of it. It just appears there. and grabs it and shakes it, seemingly to kill it. And then it kind of looks at you. And then it blinks out of existence again. And then it's back into existence 10 feet away, looking at you still. And then it just kind of turns and walks away, blinking here and there.
That was odd.
You realize you're stepping in the shallow river that's going along here. Shallow, wide river.
My feet are wet.
And you have your armor on. And you look at your hand and your rapier's out. And you look behind you and you see Elistray there. She's standing, but not in the normal way. She has her somewhat translucent gown on, but it's kind of held on by leather straps, forming some type of leather armor. And she has two rapiers. One out forward, one up. You'd imagine if they continued, they would actually connect. But they're two scimitars. Sorry, not rapiers. Two scimitars.
My lady,
she says...
You look ravishing in armor.
And she says, I have watched you. You almost died. Why?
Oh, which time? The last time with the evil pirate, or the time before that with the wererats, or the time before that with the... It's been a rough week.
She jumps forward and attacks you.
Hi! Okay.
And hits. And you can feel it goes right across your armor. And you can feel the heat of blade hitting skin.
You know, it's wrong that this seems normal for me in a relationship, but why did you do that?
Attack me back.
Are you sure?
Do it.
My lady, Okay. Do I roll?
Yep.
I attack. I go to make a couple of parries to her and then go for a stab. 27? Wow. Does 27 hit my game though? You know, I'm really feeling it.
You think you have a good strike. You do a couple of feints and you come in with it. And she easily dodges. And she says, I attack you and you react. I attack you and you react. But is that enough? And she attacks you back. Getting like 20 something. And again, you feel the heat as it goes clink right across your armor and you can feel it penetrate and hit skin.
Oh. Ow.
When you attack, when you push forward with a swing, it is expected to come back. Why would I be afraid of that? Now attack me.
As you wish, but now I'm getting a little bit angry, so I yeah, with a 19.
You decide to feint left, coming out and trying to stab her from the side. And without even really looking, she blocks it with her offhand scimitar and says, when I push forward and you come in to attack me, these are typical moves. Of course I know where you're coming from. My champion, I gave you the power of the Fae. You must learn to use it. And she attacks again. Wow, I'm rolling really well.
Should I roll to try to parry it or dodge it at all? Or?
You do. You try to parry it, and you block with your rapier as her scimitar slides down, but her other one comes forward and slashes you on the side between the armors, and you feel that heat of metal puncturing skin.
I feel your rapier inside me. Ow.
Are you not learning? You have the power of the Fae.
I don't know what
I expect these attacks.
Well, okay.
Attack me.
I try again, and this time I do the opposite of what she said. I feint this way, and then I don't feint that way, but then I do, and I I roll it at natural 20 and at 28. Does that... I really try to do what she just did.
You attack forward with your rapier, doing what you said, and she blocks it with the rapier, but just enough. You get through just enough that you can see it make a slight scratch along her skin. And she looks down at it and says, "Yes, this is good. But think about what you have seen in the Fae. Think about this world. It doesn't follow the regular rules of where you come from. Think about what you can do."
Is this about the rabbit thing? Is this about the dog thing that popped up and killed a rabbit? Because I just saw it and it was weird.
Would you like to try it?
Eating a rabbit? Or popping...
No, do what the dog did. Now attack me again and use it.
Okay. I go to attack, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So as I go to attack, I sort of shake my head like the dog creature did, and I go, "Arr, ruff, ruff." Like I'm trying to bite a rabbit as I stab her, but I don't know.
Thinking about the dog and thinking about trying to replicate that behavior. You go in and start to do that, and suddenly you're vanished. And you feel yourself move, almost like time has slowed as you go through like another plane. And then you appear next to her, and you evaporate back into existence and attack.
Ha! Do I roll to attack? What just happened? Am I still on drugs? Because that was really weird. Also, the attack doesn't do much. 16.
And she easily deflects it and says, "Nonetheless, now you are doing things I do not exactly expect. You must use what you've learned from the Fae. Think on it. Think about how to exploit it. My champion, I have given you this power. It is up to you how you use it."
Thank you, Sari. Are you still... I
want you to have one other thing. And she takes her scimitar and flips it and takes your hand and puts the scimitar in your hand, holding your hand, and says, "You are about to do something dangerous. You have almost died. I cannot give you much more than this, but I hope it is enough. You know I cannot affect the real world. I mean, your world, mortals, too much. There are counterbalances and gods and alliances, and I can only do so much. And this is close to my extent."
Well, thank you, Elisar. That's a really nice sword. I will...
You look at it, and it looks to be almost silver along the edges, with a gold line that comes through the middle of it, as well as like this purplish tinted metal that makes up the handle and the hilt.
It's beautiful. But Elisari, I don't know if I deserve this. I've been a terrible champion. I almost got my friends killed multiple times. I've barely fought anything. A man in an apron hit me in the face with his head.
That is because you react. You have to do the unexpected. If someone pushes you and you come back, it is expected. When Jarlaxle takes something from him, he expects you to come for him. It is the same lesson. Now, I don't have long, but is there anything you would like to ask me? This is your time.
Sex.
Okay.
Uh,
Think very carefully.
I'm sorry, it's so distracting to try to think in front of your beauty. It's very distracting. Is Manchun the Red Wizard? Is Manchun the Red Wizard is Manchun the Red Wizard in the same? Is that the same Red Wizard as the one that did bad things to Alpha?
I just want to point out, I kind of look like Francis like this, don't I? Yeah? No? Is that me?
A little bit of a blonder version.
Oh, not bad. I don't mind it.
A little bit more of a
actually.
California Francis, maybe.
He's in California.
Oh, is he? Whoops.
Hot.
As we were, we're
You were asking, is Manchun the Red Wizard?
Is Manchun Alpha's Red Wizard?
Oh. If I know what you mean by that, then the answer is yes. Though the Red Wizard is not Manchun. He is merely taking on that facade.
Oh. And is is he in the tower of the the tower? You know the tower. Is he in the tower?
You know the thing? Yes. Yes, he is. Sometimes. Though he also has another place.
Can you tell me where that place is?
Is that your last question?
Do you want to? Do you still find me attractive? And I roll to seduce
Yes.
the goddess.
Go for it.
I mean, we've got a 19. I hope that's enough. Or Fitz's ego is going to be shattered.
She says, yes, and that is a worthy last question. And she comes in on you and holds you
Ooh. Tenderly?
tenderly, putting her
Tenderly.
swords on the ground.
Tenderly.
And,
Swipe right on that.
And as Fig is heading to bed, you hear some strange noises from Greyhide's room.
Well, I'm staying in Enigma's
Or
room.
moaning.
Yep,
Yeah, that's yeah.
it's because Fitz drunkenly went into your room.
I just
Yeah,
have
I'm
Patty
passed out
let
in your
the
bed
big
right now.
board out to mask the noise that I made. during-
You hear Pat go,
Greyhide.
"Arr."
Greyhide,
weird
you're
house
getting new sheets. I'm really sorry.
Alpha/Fig.
So, Dad, okay, I don't know if you can still hear me. I don't know if you're still sleeping, but
Yes, I'm following you up to go to bed.
So the one last thing about Angelo is that you should just really have a talk with him. I really want you to.
I can't really hear you right now. I have to go. And he walks in front of you.
Yeah, of course.
That's
of
an
course.
interesting. Skipping to morning. Or actually, not skipping to morning. Mid relations. Greyhide and Enigma. Greyhide, roll a Constitution save.
I'm not.
Or no,
gonna
sorry,
turn
Wisdom
into-
save, not Constitution save.
I'm not going to turn into a rat, am I? Okay.
Is she infected?
Is it sexually transmitted? The wererat disease?
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
roll poorly,
What
and I
happens
could
to
do a lucky, but no, he's not going to do it. He's not going to roll lucky. He's just-
That's 6. I meant wisdom, but that's fine. It'd be the
wisdom?
same round.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, if you want to roll it. I did say it twice.
Oh, should I re-roll?
No, I meant I told you once, and then I told you wisdom afterwards. So go ahead and roll it again, because that was my bad.
Well, that's better.
Oh yeah. You can feel the feral what is it called? Pharaohness, the pharaoh entity inside you, want to escape, but you hold it in.
Good.
And then you wake up in the morning. Enigma, you wake up first and you see this hairy thing next to you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna scream and I'm gonna be like, "What the flying? What the heck is this? Get the fuck out! What is wrong with you?" And I just go off completely.
And it does look like Greyhide, but it looks like Greyhide with fur with a bit of an extended snout.
I punch it too.
I can explain. It's
Get
yeah.
out! Get out!
Tell Fitz,
Out!
please.
Get the
Okay.
fuck out now.
I scurry out with my tail between my legs.
You scurry out with your tail between your legs and you go to your room and you see Fitz knocked out on your bed with a little weird spot above him.
All right, I'm gonna
Completely
concentrate and turn
naked.
into a human again if I can.
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh.
And then I'll just curl up next to Fitz.
You curl up next to Fitz.
You heard that I'm naked, right? You heard that?
Oh.
You heard he's a rat, right?
I think I've had a
I'm
good
asleep.
enough
I
night's
don't
sleep.
know.
I'm just gonna turn around and go downstairs and get some coffee, I think.
Okay. And that's
more
where I
sleep.
think
You
where we'll
don't-
end it since it's 10. But
You don't wake me up.
No.
You just let me sleep naked in your bed. All right. Very good.
Well, you've had a night. I'll let you sleep it off. I had a rough night too.
you
I turned
can
into
burn the sheets afterward. Oh yeah, and we're gonna totally raid someone because we're nice people, right? We're not gonna raid
Raiders,
Critical Role. They're not nice enough.
It's the whiskers.
Where are we
Good
going
night,
to raid?
everyone. Good night, Cleach.
Good night, everyone. Art of the
was so
roll and
fun.
stuff.
We could raid.
Oh, man.
I-
MGM,
I
hey,
suppose
man. That is a
You
drug.
put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're called Captain Robert.
Is he on right now? Because a lot of times he's
Robert.
running reruns. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they're on
There
right
are
now.
40,000 people
But
watching.
I don't know if
Critical
it's
Role.
alive. Hold on.
Yeah, but no one will see it. They won't mean anything to them.
yeah.
I'd rather give it to someone that'll mean something to them.
True.
Yeah,
Captain Warbear is doing a rerun. Robear's doing a
run
rerun.
right now. It's not alive.
Yeah.
There's We Are Nerdsmith, Magi RPG, Howry Roll.
I think I know Magi RPG.
How do you know? Oh, it says rerun here. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, I like Magi RPG. I've seen them
You
before.
guys,
good
do you guys
time.
just raid D&D channels or do you
Oh, that's a
raid
rerun
anyone?
too. We can run anyway. Do you know someone?
Yeah, my friend Jeff is online right now. Hoity
Awesome. Give us his link.
I just posted it in
Oh, Hoity. Oh, I know
Yeah.
Hoity.
he supports us.
Yeah.
Did you put the link?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
All right. Hoity.
Hoity.
What
Eight.
kind of stream does he run?
He plays horror video games and he's really scared of them, so he like cries.
Resident
and,
Evil 9.
Oh, cool! I love
Okay.
horror video games. So
Okay,
Yeah,
guys. So
that's
if you're
fantastic.
into that, let's go support Hoity because he supports us. You guys wanna
It's
stick
funny
around
because
for
he's
it?
scared of them, so he like just really like cries and stuff when he's playing.
Okay.
That does
I can
sound-
see why JCK would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I
Alrighty.
can't believe you robbed me, Jessica. You robbed me.
All right.
Sorry.
no, it
All
was
right,
that
everybody.
Wonder Lips lady for sure.
No, I don't think it was.
Do-
I don't
You
think
have,
it
you
was.
have the link for it though?
Yeah, I got it. We're good.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll see everybody
All right.
later. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Oh wait, outro. What am I doing?
Outro.
Outro.